welcome to my channel Learning with Khatak. So today we are going to present an interesting topic, that is traversing the array element using pointer and without pointer. As we have seen in couple of lectures before, that how to print an array elements, but in this lectures we will use a pointer notation to print the array, and then we will compare the pointer notation with the simple method to traverse to print the element of the array. For that purpose, if you look at here, I declared an integer pointer nptr and then an integer array, my array, which contains 5 elements 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So then the traversing of array to print these elements of the array, we will going to print these elements of the array using the pointer notation, that is integer ptr. So for that reason, I am simply assign my array to nptr here. So my array is basically an address. This address is assigned to pointer variable, as we know that pointer variable are such type of variable which can only contain the address of a variable or address of an array. So then I am going to use a for loop. If we look at the for loop, that is cout int ptr, and then I am simply increment the int ptr. So what does it mean? This is the content of operator, which means that print the content at the address point out by int ptr. So here in this case, the int ptr contain the address of the starting element, that is of 1, and the star means to print the address, the content at the address of 0, 0, 1, means at the index of 0, the address print the content. So and then int ptr plus 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 move the pointer to next int position. So at the first iteration it will print the first element, and then int ptr that will be increased by 1, and then it will point to the second, and so on up to the fourth position. So if I run this program, that will simply give me in the numbers inside the array, the traversing of array 1, 1, 2 and 3. So the 4 elements are printed here. Okay, because there are 5 elements, but I am looping through I is less or equal to 4. So if I use is equal or equal to 4, then the fourth one element also be printed. Now 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now if I want to print the element of the array using a normal method, printing array element without pointer. Now look at this, cout the traversing of array without pointer, then simply use a for loop that is for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus, and then cout my array I, means now this time I want to print the content of the array using the name of the array and the index notation, that is I. So if I run this program, simply both the methods are used to display the elements of the array, the traversing of array using pointer 1, 2, 3, and the traversing of array without pointer 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the very simple difference between the pointer notation in the normal way and a simple way to print the content of the array. So in the next lectures, we will see that how to print the individual address of array element using the pointer notation. So wait for the next lectures. Thank you very much.